We have a huge crowd today, by the way.
Yeah, it's packed in here. In the upper left, in the red, he is
My Insanity Rain.
Making me insane, that's for sure. His play is awesome. Even though he lost that game, great play.
in the upper or bottom right, in the yellow. He is
Gene Green Wings Log.
Really, you know, the first game he got tromped, but that game, very strong, and he kept his cool even after, like, getting some armies shut down pretty hardcore and, like...
Welcome to the studio, everybody. Thank you for coming down here.
Indeed. Enjoy yourselves. Greatest show on Earth.
Yeah, take that, Cirque du Soleil. Greatest show on Earth.
Well, Barnum and Bailey's is actually one that tried to build themselves as that.
Well,
little did they know in 1920 when they decided to call themselves the greatest show on Earth that
100 years
later,
in the future, GSL would come here.
Oh my God, it's Penguin. What's he doing here?
Oh my God. Hey, welcome to the studio.
He's, of course, like the manager type of My Insanity.
You're really articulate, Artosis.
Yep. And seen him a lot at DreamHacks and stuff.
Yeah.
Nice guy. Very nice guy. Does a little bit of commentary, too. I should see if he wants to take your position.
Yeah, I'm actually really threatened right now. I'm like, don't let him up here.
Someone get him out of the studio.
Sicardi.
Tasteless calls up.
Get the GSL bouncers that we totally have here. Well, this is cute. We have the first hatch for Zerg actually put where the third base normally is. So
yeah, sometimes Zergs do that to just kind of trick out their opponents.
Yeah, it can throw the Protoss off rhythm a little bit.
Yeah. It's like, where's that hatchery?
Totally.
It's like, is it over here? I guess I'll go check.
I guess you didn't expand.
Well, this has been quite a nice series so far.
Well, I do love round of 16. It's so much better than round of 32, really.
So much better. Like, round of 32 is still very good, and there's still very good games in it, and we do have some days that are just great, but there's always, like, it's impossible to get, like, the exact top 32 players in the world of GSL at any one point. It's just, statistically, it just never happens.
I think this year we're going to have more, a closer amount of those with that.
I think the closest we ever came was the season before this season, which was the last season of last year.
Yeah.
That was, like, ridiculous. I think by the last season this year, it's going to be insane.
Yeah.
Insane. But, you know, with the open qualifiers going into this season, it's gonna take, like, a season or two to wash out some of the guys that just got easy brackets in Code S, so...
Here is that third hatch, what is normally the second base for Zerg. Again, very curious here to see, is Rain going to get that 2 Stargate tech that he seems to be quite confident in?
That is super interesting to me.
If it was any other player, I wouldn't be, I don't know, I guess I wouldn't be talking like this, but because it's Rain and because he really has exhibited the deepest understanding of Protoss that there really is.
Yeah.
I'm very curious about this. If it was any other player, I might say, oh, well, that's sort of some style he has that seems to work for him, but maybe it's not the best way to play the game. But if it's Rain doing it, that's another story.
Yeah, if we made a list of, like, the 5 most important Protosses of all time, he's definitely on that list.
Yeah.
Because of the things he has, like, done and solved with Protoss. Very elite company up there, people like MC. You know, maybe Parting and, you know, a few others. But anyways, I mean, it is fascinating. I'm really excited to see that part. With Rogue, I think that he adapted pretty well in the last game. It looked like it was actually bad for him a little bit, but for a little bit, rather. But I think he's going to be able to do that some more. And by the way, Rain... just continuing with very safe play, like the 3 gates, the Forge, going to a third base. Was definitely a little bit different on the last map on Foxtrot with the cool Warp Prism drop. I think that I think the entire reason that all went down like that was because he found that little nook and he's like, oh, this is actually very annoying. I can
it was
kill
a strategy
drones.
tailored to a corner of the map.
Yeah.
Those can be very effective. I feel like the longer that those are used, the less effective they become.
Yes.
We saw a lot of strategies like that all the way back in very, very, very early RTS where it's like, well, you know what? There's this one ledge right over here on this one part of the map.
Yeah.
And if you could take this, and they're not 100% ready for it, sometimes you just take out an expansion. But that's cool to see Rain employing strats like that here in round of 16 of GSL.
Definitely the case.
I like the Roach Warren placement, by the way, this game.
Ooh. Yeah, where is the Roach Warren?
The Roach Warren is at the there.
Oh.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Yeah, and do you know what that means? Because we already see Burrow on the way. We're going to see some Burrow movement Roaches.
Yep.
And that is becoming so popular. I struggle nerd against it on the ladder every day. So I'm very excited. I struggle nerd against it, man. I'm like, and I try so hard and
struggle
I die.
nerd is a noun only, I believe. You are a struggle nerd.
Yeah, but you can verb any noun if you really want.
I suppose you can.
So I struggle nerd against it. I become a struggle nerd, and I put up the good fight and cry about it afterwards. But I hope that's what we see. Oh no, a Hydralisk Den, breaking my heart. I'm like, please, Rain, show me how to hold that without getting a quick robo.
How could you?
Rogue, do the strat that always beats me. It doesn't always, but yeah, you know. The Burrow is very interesting here. Like,
yeah, let's see what he does with
just
this.
using it for scouting at the moment. Nothing wrong with that. Like, Burrow definitely can be very useful like that. But just going into some Hydras here, so it doesn't look like nothing that he's doing looks aggressive. The only thing that looked aggressive that Rogue was doing was the fact that he got Burrow, which, you know, can obviously be used for something crazy like Burrow movement Roaches. But yeah, it looks like he just wants to go into Swarm Host play. And obviously on this map, if you secure that fourth base that he's trying to take right now, and you get Swarm Hosts out, you can control the map pretty well.
Sure, absolutely. Who do you think takes this so far? Because we've seen it's a 1-1 here. I still think Rain should win this.
Yeah, I think that Rain is probably in a pretty good spot here. I think that he can push up and force a cancel on the fourth, and I think he has to do that. If the fourth just gets up, then I would imagine that Rain is not going to be able to take this game. Like, I think that it's super important when someone's going to... Well, actually, the thing is, he hasn't actually started upgrading on the Infestation Pit, so... This might also be a little bit tricky, too. A little bit of mind games going on.
Sure. You know, a lot of people don't realize this, but you could just make one extra structure that you're not going to use, you know?
Absolutely the case.
And it completely mess up their tech pattern.
Well, right now, he's kind of poking up, seeing if he'll maybe attack into this natural here. And the fact of the matter is, this is just Hydra Ling, so he can't kill it. You cannot walk up the ramp with this army and do anything.
No, definitely not.
So
he still has the opportunity to poke around, though. With the Mothership Core, he can recall back.
Is he just going straight to Vipers?
Is he?
He might be. No, there we go. Now he is starting the Stormhost tech.
Yeah.
I think that this has to do with the fact that he's just kind of been heavily scouting with the Burrowed Ling plus Speedlings around the map, and maybe he's like, oh god, if I go Stormhost right now, he cancels my fourth, so he stays on Hydra Ling for longer.
Yeah.
So I feel like they're both playing reactively very good games right now.
Okay, nicely done there, keeping those sentries alive. With the Warp Prism coming up here. Oh! Okay, hold up. This is a bad angle with the Hydras there. Yeah, you can't play the pocket game, I guess you could say.
The pocket game.
The pocket game, as they say. Now, with the Warp Prism coming up here, is he going to go into the main, warp in the sentries, maybe some Zealots, and lock that off? Oh. No, he's not. Because his Warp Prism was killed.
All right, so this is starting to look really, really good for Rogue. He's actually got Swarm Host out at this point. We have 0 Colossus. We have him making Immortals. Rain has actually read the situation correctly.
Yeah.
Like, these units don't do anything against Viper Swarm Host. Viper Swarm Host is like a perfect counter to what we're watching him make right now. He's like almost all Stalkers and then some Immortals being made. So can't get much more useless than those units against this.
Well, Zerg's going to try to tear down the other entrance here to the second base for Rain. That's going to make it much tougher for Rain to expand again. So it's just going to be 2 different locations that he can be hit from. Now, the Observer sees these Swarm Host. So there's a chance that Rain might be able to bum rush that.
Ooh, if he picks those off, that would be so
if he just
big.
blinks on top of that.
Oh my God! Oh my God, that is so big.
Oh man,
Wow.
That might actually just cost him the game.
That changes absolutely everything. Those Swarm Hosts were so important. His army is, look, he has no splash damage. What was he supposed to do with that many Swarm Hosts out?
Well, he's getting these spine crawlers up here, but I think Protoss might actually have enough push power here to just come up here and win the game.
Absolutely, I think you're right. Like, well, maybe not win right here, but at least maybe kill the base.
Get the beginning of a win, maybe.
Yeah, gain an advantage at least. When I really truly feel like he was pretty far behind until he killed those Swarm Hosts.
Yeah, no kidding.
But yeah,
well, he's setting a Warp Prism up over here. This is where the attack is really going to have a lot more muscle to it. And all right, he's going to come up here. This is actually not bad, by the way, because of the angle of the spine crawlers. They can't really be utilized. Looks like even that small number of oh, you know what? Rogue's just got solid defense.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job defensively here. And his creep spread is good enough that he can really move his army around and get the concaves he needs everywhere.
Okay, well,
he's trying to poke up.
Yeah, he's going to have to pull out again over here. Not a bad storm, though, by the way.
Yeah, that's a really good blinding cloud, though. He has to move so far up to shoot anything.
Yeah, he has to, like, overcommit, basically.
Yeah. This is, I feel like Rogue is just playing so much better than what we saw earlier. I feel like he's playing better in this game than in Game 1 or Game 2.
Is he just going to go back and forth? No, I guess he's going to come up here into the middle. He needs to get defense over here at this this fourth base before Zerg kills it.
Ooh, another set of good blinding clouds.
Such gorgeous zoning, really.
Yeah. Blinding cloud is actually like a time warp or something. You put it down and the opponent can't go through it.
Yeah, it just...
It's like force fields or something, you know? It's just, it's crazy. I'm really glad to see him using it so heavily here. And the thing is, we even have High Templars out for Rogue, but he has to be careful keeping those in front. He's already had several picked off. Oh, you can't lose that.
Don't lose that Templar!
Oh, man. Every time you lose a Templar to Locust, man, a baby Zealot cries somewhere.
Yeah. Well, you know, because those Swarm Hosts were picked off early on, Protoss has actually managed to get a big enough Colossi count that he could just melt through any Swarm Hosts, Locusts that are coming forward here. This could be the beginning of sort of a... No, never mind. He's turning around. I was going to say somewhat of a base trade-like situation.
Well, it's...
Protoss is actually maxed out, so he can't really warp in more to defend here, which is really
just
annoying.
Walk all the way home. Look at the amount of damage this is doing. This is like just very good position play by Rogue.
Okay, he got that Nexus. He'll get the other one up there for sure. Actually, I guess Rain will lose this.
He's actually killed a ton of probes, and there's almost no mineral bank here for Rain.
Yeah, he can't even remake the
so
Nexus just yet.
He's going to lose 2 Nexus. He's going to lose 2 Nexus and that many probes. I think Rogue is almost just got this in the bag now. Rain does have a very good unit comp, but does he have a good enough unit comp to chew his way through 10 Swarm Hosts, a bunch of Spines, and 4 base Zerg? I don't think so. Pretty sure not.
I think this is actually the point of no return.
Yeah.
There's no way. Look at the Protoss's minerals going up. It's going up really slowly. Only just now could you get a Nexus. Protoss is at 123 supply. Even to get the next Nexus here, it's going to be that much further. You're going to be that much further away from making more units. Oh my God! If he gets that, that would be just huge.
And utilizing the Burrow very well here as well.
Okay, so this game should probably in the next few minutes here with a killing blow from Zerg, if he plays it out correctly.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that even you don't do a killing blow, you just do what he's doing, which is just poking both sides nonstop.
Yeah.
Because what is Rain to do on... He's on 1 base economy right now, just to put that in perspective. Just slightly over 1 base economy, to be completely fair. It's pretty bad, and Rogue is just getting stronger and stronger. His bank is going further and further up. He's replacing the units that he's losing with these.
Oh my God. Oh! Wow. How many Nexuses will get away? When Rain plays, the Nexus has 9 lives, guys.
Yeah, seriously. Well, that group of roaches going around definitely will get it. I think here this is an all-in push from Rain. Just go.
Yep.
It's like
probably his best bet.
he should know that I mean, The thing is, it has 0% to work.
I think,
like,
yeah,
never.
I was going to say, getting through this beefy wall
Yeah.
of defense that Rogue has at his fourth base, I think we'll, even if he actually breaks the fourth, by then Zerg will have remaxed out again and just swallow up the Protoss army.
It's
Is that mulch?
well, I'm no gardener or tasteless, but
Bunch
it looks
of
like
roach
mulch
just
to me.
looks like mulch, man.
Yeah. Well, yeah, this is actually a little bit painful right now. If that, when Rogue just split up and killed 2 Nexuses when Rain was in the middle of the map, that was just like a perfect play. That really was just like the nail, the coffin, the judge, the jury, the executioner, the 9th life. That was everything for Rain there. The amount that slaughtered him is hard to even comprehend.
Well, sometimes the positional game actually will just get you a win.
Absolutely.
He's like, aha, you're not here, and he just takes out the few important structures,
Yeah.
and Protoss is spending huge chunks of time trying to catch back up, where Zerg really has so many different ways to proceed from there, which is very frustrating. And you know, the whole time that's happening, Protoss's hands are tied, actually.
You know, that middle base, for this map, if you secure it, if you get it right when you put it up and have Stormhost there, it's such a nice base to pivot off of to attack various locations. It's just... And Rogue utilized that to the fullest. By the way, he has 12 Broodlords on the way, and as soon as Rain sees that, he should just GG and go rest up for his next match.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It's like just no... Like, Rain is definitely one of the best pros in the world, but there's no killing this army.
That's when you have 2 death... Well, you have a death ball that has 2 free units.
Oh, God.
Swarm hosts and
endless
Broodlings.
free units.
Yeah. Okay, nicely done here. Just sending these roaches in, which of course are going to just eat through all these zealots. Roaches here, there. Oh my God. The Nexus Revenge is here.
Yeah, the Nexus is going to go down. Oh, man. Must be kind of frustrating for Rain.
Well,
He just
right now,
got outmaneuvered in every way.
Rogue is playing whack-a-mole and winning.
Yeah. He's playing whack-a-mole with his buddy, and they both have mallets. It's like
yeah, they're totally
They're going to get
cheating.
all the tickets. They're going to win
Yeah.
that bicycle.
Yeah. They're going to get that gumball machine.
Wow. Here come the Broodlords. This is very... Yeah. I feel kind of bad because, like, I really want Rain to go on in this tournament, but... I mean, going to that loser match makes it much, much harder. Oh, man. He's still trying to maneuver around, but again, he's down to about 1 base economy right now. 1 base against, like, 4 is not ideal. Still, it's not a huge bank for Zerg, so, like, for instance, if these Broodlords clump up and fly over the Archons, then he might have a chance.
And you can just really see the interference with surface area that those Broodlings make. And here come the Locusts, and this is just... Everything is free right now for Zerg.
Yeah. Oh my God!
Did you just get the second?
2 Broodlings kill a full health plus 3 attack Archon. Okay. Like, don't Broodlings die before they run out of time? Like,
he's actually zoned out the Protoss' army now, so Protoss is going to just walk into the gates of hell here and then die, and then we're going to go on to our second best of 3.
Indeed. Commercial first, but you guys get it. It was a nice series, though. This was a very nice one.
It was. A bit of an anticlimactic ending, as we're just seeing.
Yeah, Rogue really powered up.
Rain
like
drowning in Zerg units right now. GG.
Yeah.
Rogue wins.
It was like, Rogue was just like Goku in the first game.
Yeah.
And got beat, and then, like, in the second game, he was like Goku Super Saiyan, and he was Super Saiyan level 3 in that third game, man. He played really, really well.
Nicely done, Rogue. But he's not out of this group yet. He'll be going on to our winners match. That's the third best of 3 if you don't watch the show a lot. And he will have to face off against the winner of the second best of 3 that we have. So
Dream or Solar, so that's
and for Rain too, he's going to be in the losers match, so he still has a chance to get out of this.
That's really tough for him. For him to get out of this group, I really wanted him to be in the winner match because I see Solar losing here, and Solar is a little bit of a pain for Rain. Like,
yeah,
Solar is like a little bit better at ZVP than Rogue, in my opinion. I mean,
yep.
I guess you could argue both ways, but that could be a very tough one for him if Dream does, in fact, beat Solar.
We're going to go to a short little break. When we come back, we're going to go on to our second best of 3 today here in Group C of the round of 16 at the GSL Code S.